Welcome to the Diminutive Soldier. Today we're talking about the game Scurvy Dice by Firelock Games. You might have heard of Firelock Games. They have several great games. They have Blood and Plunder. They have Blood and Steel. They have a new one, a medieval one that's coming out based on the same system. They have a naval combat game, which is fantastic, actually, and you'll be seeing that on this channel soon enough. This is Scurvy Dice, dice chucking, dice throwing pirate game. We're going to check it out down here on the table. 2 to 4 players, 15 to 30 minutes. And I think the higher player count, the better on this one, and you'll see why. Let's go down to the table and check it out. But you have a chance, before we do that, you have a chance to win this game. That's right, folks. Scurvy Dice by Firelock Games. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, comment below. Comment something about pirates, anything about pirates. I don't care what it is. What kind of pirates? It's up to you. Comment down below, subscribe to my channel, give away this game, Continental United States. I'll send it to you. I'm going to pick a random winner on November 15th. Subscribe, comment below. But let's go down to the table, check it out. Come to the end of the video, check out my review and for the giveaway. All right, let's check out Scurvy Dice by Firelock Games. The game comes with this cloth map. This is really nice. Really enjoy this cloth map. Comes with this cloth map. Comes with 4 little ship tokens made out of MDF that you stick together. There's like a little galleon. There's like a little brigantine or sloop. Here's 2 more. A Viking style ship. Like an Asian style ship. So how you play the game, you put your ships at the beginning. I'm just going to show you a 2-player how it works. You put them at the start. Each ship gets 10 of these ship dice, and this is how you build your ship every round. You roll your ship dice, and then you're going to build it depending on what you roll and what you're looking for. So this one can represent your hull or your sails. Sails, of course, you'll go faster. And hull, you can carry more stuff. This side represents your crew. Your crew, you can board other people's ships and attack. And you need crew to pick up treasure. This one, of course, your cannons to fire at other people's ships. And this one, the parrot, is a wild. You could choose whatever you want. So at the beginning of every round, first you roll your treasure dice. It could be treasure or something bad, scurvy. And you roll 3 plus however many players there are. So 2. So first let's roll these treasure dice. And so, dang, we got a lot of good treasure here. There's 3 coins on that one, 2 on that one, 3 on that one, 2 on that one. Put all your treasure dice up here in Parrot Island. Put your scurvy dice, we only got 1, down here at Isle de la Moreta, and now we roll our ship dice. So first, we're going to roll for the galleon over here. I'll show you how shipbuilding works. All right, we got a lot of wilds. So first, we need sails. The faster you go, whoever goes the fastest, for instance, when they shoot cannons, they can shoot first. There's some benefits to that, obviously. It's not actually moving on the board is your speed. It comes to combat and whatnot. Moving on the board is based on how much treasure you have after every round. That's a little complicated, but it'll make sense to you. So right now, I'm gonna do 2 hull. This is how you build your ship. I got a lot of wilds, and you could only save 1 wild to carry over to further rounds. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin 1. I want a cannon. Put my cannon under my sails. This will be hull down here. This is crew right here. So you can see I have 2 sails. Cannons go under your crew, and your hull's down here. So I need another hull. The point is picking up treasure. So you need crew to pick up treasure, and hull. For every hull you have, that's how many treasure you can have. So I need another hull. In fact, I'm going to be extra safe. I want another hull. I want another cannon too. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that was another crew. Ah, well. So that's that ship. That's the galleon. So now, what I'll say is like a brig. I don't know. I'm going to roll for that one. All right. So he wants to go a little bit faster. He can see what the other one rolled. So he's going to do 3 sails. The other guy's like, dang nabbit. He's going to do, he's going to do 2 hull down here. He's got 2 crew already. And these wilds, he's going to turn 1 into a cannon. See, I could save this wild for later. I could put it up here and save it and spend it on one of the different rounds as need be. Or I can use it now. Might as well save it. So, that's the 2 ships built. Next, we go into cannon firing phase. So, the ship that's the fastest, has the most sails, shoots first. This one has the most sails. How you shoot? You roll your cannon dice. Boom, boom. I rolled a crew, so I kill one of this player's crew. And he just puts his dice to the side over here. And I rolled a hull or sail. I can choose to destroy one of his hulls or his sails. I'll destroy hull. There you go. And now these 2 dice are set to the side. There you go. Because they'll come back later. So those are set to the side. What I destroyed is set to the side. I could have used this parrot at the beginning of the round. At the very beginning, before I rolled the cannon dice, I could have turned him into another cannon. But I didn't. Probably should have. So now this ship, the galleon's going to go roll his 2 cannon dice. Boom, boom. He takes out a crew. That goes over here to the side. And he rolled a parrot, so he could destroy whatever. And you know what? He's going to take out that last crew. Now this guy's screwed. He won't be able to get any treasure. So that's the cannon phase. Next is the boarding phase. So yet again, in order from fastest to lowest ship, you can choose to attempt to board each other. But a ship without a crew cannot board. So he doesn't have any crew. But this guy does. And we said he can board him, but he's not going to board him because there's no reason to. You board to steal their treasure that they already have. They don't have any treasure yet. There's no point in boarding. You can't kill any of his crew, can't take any treasure. So really nothing happens. But I'll get to that later and show you how it works. Next is the loot phase. Player with the fastest ship gets to start looting the island first, if they have crew. Yet again, this guy got his crew wiped out. He's not even able to loot the island. So, only the brig can. When looting, you can take 1 treasure dice for each crew on your ship, but you cannot take any more treasure than your hull can carry. So, he has 2 hull, he has 2 crew, perfect. He's going to take these 2. The treasure dice that has 3 treasure each on it. Boom. Stick that in his hole. And he is good to go. Let me move these up a little bit. And he's set. He's set and looking pretty. If he had a crew, he would have got the chosen first. He could have chosen. And then this guy, since his speed's slower, he could have. If their speed was the same, they get there at the same time, and they can choose these options. They can choose to have a battle, fight each other, their crew fight each other. They might wipe each other out and see who gets any gold. They can parlay. They can just say, hey, look, you go ahead and loot. No problem. They can negotiate. They can negotiate the split of treasure in whatever ways seem most pleasing for both players. They can bribe, give players larger gold for the promise to to attack another player. This is where multiple players in the game, I think, work better because you can negotiate with each other. I want to attack you, I will attack him, etc., 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 and you can bribe him with different gold. So he has his gold. If a player has no crew at the end of the loot phase, which is what we're in now, then they receive all the scurvy dice. Ooh. The galleon has the scurvy dice. So now it's time for the refit phase. During the refit phase, you re-roll any of the dice you spent. These are the dice this ship spent during that turn. And you can re-roll any dice currently on your ship. Your treasure is set aside. They don't take hull space anymore. Consider them like you buried them somewhere, maybe. I don't know. But they're just set aside. You still have them. They can be stolen, but they're set aside. And so he likes his sails. He likes his hulls. He likes his crew. So he's going to re-roll these dice right here. So he got one cannon. I'm going to stick that up here. Dang. He'll do this. He's going to be a fast ship with a lot of hull and 2 crew. And this one here, we'll set a scurvy dice aside. We're going to re-roll these. You know what? Like an idiot. See, I already screwed up. He never used that parrot. He could have used it for crew, and he never did. Oh well. Lesson learned, huh? You're probably yelling, use the dang parrot to make a crew so you don't get the scurvy. But we're just showing you how the game works. So he's gonna keep everything. Let's re-roll these. He's got 2 crew, no cannons. He also wants to go fast. But he wants to go faster. Okay. So now we look. Is there any treasure left up there? Yes, there still is. So we don't score yet. We keep going. So we start back over. We did the shipbuilding phase. We start back over at the cannon phase. This player's going to shoot his cannons. He kills a crew. Boom. That hurts. Not good. He doesn't have any cannons. Next, we go to the boarding phase. So now you get to see how boarding works. So when you board, you roll off your ship dice, your speed dice. And whoever gets the most ships, if the attacker, I'm sorry, the attacker, if they're wanting to board, they roll their speed dice. And if they get more ships than the defender, they successfully board and you go to a melee battle. If the defender gets more ships than the attacker, the boarding doesn't occur, the defender gets away. So let's see about the attacker. He gets 3 ships, and then you put the speed dice back like it was. So he got 3. Let's see about the defender. He only got 2. So the boarding will commence. So when you board, each ship rolls their crew dice and adds up the points, melee points. They call it fight points. Whoever has the most wins. So this one only has 1 crew, unfortunately. He gets a ship. Oh, that's not good. You see in the rules for fight points, a ship is 0. Sword 1, cannon 2, parrot 3. His crew, blue. The other ship rolled 2. He also got 0. Nobody won the board. Since nobody won the boarding, so if there's a tie for the highest total, all players in the battle lose 1 crew. So his goes over here. And this guy lost his last crew. It was risky. He shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it. Because now you go into the loot phase. Yet again, he has no crew. This guy happily will take another. Stick it to the side. There's only 1 more treasure on that island. And this guy, oh, there is no more scurvy to get. That's right. There's no more. So he got the last scurvy. So we go back to the refit phase. You re-roll your dice you lost, and any dice you want to take off your ship. He's going to take just 1 sail. Going to roll these 3. Well, he got that back, didn't he? He got another crew. He'll go fast. He go fast. This guy rolls these two. He'll take 2 sail. He really needs crew. You know what? Since that guy doesn't have any cannons, I know I won't lose any hull. I'll take another hull off. I need some crew here. All right, I got 2 parrots. Golly, look at all these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. We'll do it like that. So who goes faster? I could do a cannon, but I just need treasure. I could do a cannon to try to take something out over here, but it doesn't do any good to take one hole out, or doesn't do any good to take 1 speed out. So I'm just gonna do 2 crew. That's gonna be the ship. We go to the cannon phase. There is no cannon. We go to the boarding phase. This ship's faster. Does he want to risk it and board? He could decide not to, and then this guy can decide to board if he wants. And this one would try to get away. And he has more speed, so he could at least try to get there first and at least get that treasure. So he's not going to board. He's deciding not to. So it's up to this player, and he said, heck yeah, I'm going to try to board you. He has less dice to roll, only 1 more less. So let's see. Remember, he has to get more ship dice to be able to successfully board. He got 2. He got 2 ships. Let's see about this other one. Let me put him back. He has 6 dice, so if he rolls more, no boarding happens, and he's good. Oh no, he rolled 2 as well. So he rolled 2 as well. When there's a tie, no board happens. You have to roll more dice than the defender. He didn't, there was a tie. So this dude lucked out. No boarding happened. So there's in the loot phase, he gets there first. Boom. He finally got a treasure, people. And he gets the hell out of there. So now we go back to the refit phase. You can re-roll any dice they want. He's just going to re-roll these 2. He gets another crew. He'll stick that there. And this dude will re-roll these 3. He gets a parrot. Stick this here. We'll stick this here, and the parrot's going to turn into a cannon. Now we look at scoring. There's no treasure dice on Parrot Island, which there's not anymore. Everyone gets to bury their treasure and score. For each coin shown on a treasure dice, move your ship token 1 space forward on the map. For each scurvy dice you have, move back 1 space. So, the rules recommend in a beginner 2-player game, you play to here. You play to 10. Normal game, you go all the way to the X. So if you're playing a 10, this ship over here, the brig, I mean, look at, he got 1, 2, 3. There's 3 on that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gold. Hi. He moved all the way up here. Playing a 10, that one round he almost won. This guy got 2 gold, but he also got 1 scurvy. So he would have normally moved up 2. That scurvy brought him back 1. That man is a hurtin'. And the winner of the game is whoever reaches, like I said in the beginner game, 10 or the X. That's who wins the game. So that's that round. The player who's in the lead then becomes the scurvy dog, and he rolls the treasure dice. All treasure. There is no scurvy now. A lot of treasure too. So now it's all fight to the death. Who's going to win this one? If I had to guess, it's definitely going to be that guy. And we got our shipbuilding done. We go to cannon phase now. We see who's the fastest, but since they're tied for speed, you just roll off your speed dice and see who gets the most sails. He got 3, and you set them back to where they were. He only got 1. So the galleon is faster right now. He gets to shoot. Actually, they didn't really even make. He didn't have a cannon, so it didn't even matter. He gets to shoot. He rolls a parrot. He can take out whatever he wants. He's killing the crew. Put that to the side. Put that to the side. Now we see boarding actions. Anybody want to board here? So whoever has the fastest speed boards, but yet again, they have the same speed. We'll go off. This guy's the Scurvy dog this round. So we're going to see if he wants to board or not. He does. He's pretty in the lead. He wants to try to keep that guy at bay. Remember, you got to roll the most to see if boarding's successful. He only rolled a 1. He rolled a 3. He got away. But he can choose to board if he wants to. They're evenly matched. He's not going to board. So they both get to the island at the same time because their speed's the same. So now they can choose to either have a melee battle where they fight to the death for the treasure. They can parlay. They can try to work something out. Or this is yet again where they negotiate, which there's really no reason to. There's no other players on the board because they get to the island at the same time because their speed's the same. So they could choose either have a melee battle. They're going to fight to the death, parlay, work out some kind of deal, who gets what, or negotiate. There's really no point in it because there's no other players playing. They decide to fight to the death. And it's the same as a melee battle before. Roll your dice, and you'll add up how many points you get. Ooh, he gets 0. If you remember, ships are 0 points. Just got to get something over here, buddy. Whoops. Let me turn it over there. Got to get something. He got a cannon. He got 2 points. Great success. So, you add up how many points you get. If you win, the other guy loses. 1 player. You keep going, you fight to the death. Now, he could say, I surrender. He could stop fighting. He could allow him to take 1 treasure. You could do whatever you want per round. But he could surrender, allowing the other player to get his first pick of gold. But he didn't want him to surrender. He's going to keep fighting. Yep, he got nothing. Come on, buddy. So you're... Oh yeah. He got 3 points. So he won. This guy's, all his crew's dead. He now gets to take 2 gold. He takes 2 of them that are 3 gold each. Sticks them in his hole. We'll just stick it to the side here. There is no scurvy to get, so he doesn't have to worry about even getting scurvy. Now is the refit phase. You yet again re-roll your dice. He's going to keep what he already has. Oh man, he was hoping to get something better than that. He'll go real fast. He'll turn this into at least 1 crew. This guy will re-roll these. Now he got 1 cannon. And he has this gold. It's really good. And you keep going back and forth just like that until 1 player gets to either the 10 for beginner game or the X marks the spot. There's another way to play. You can add in a little bit more advanced roles. There's all these captain cards. There's Blackbeard, Henry Morgan, etc., 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 Davy Jones even. And they all have their own special abilities. For instance, Blackbeard. During your cannon phase / activation, steal 1 dice from each ship you hit this phase. Set aside these dice until the refit phase. You may roll these stolen dice and add them to your ship during the refit phase. Once a new treasure hunt begins, return it to the original player. Here's Ching Shi. once per cannon phase. You can re-roll a single cannon dice, re-roll all your missed cannon dice. There's a whole bunch of them. So you can play with all these special abilities, which is fun. But it's a fun, quick, just dice throwing beer and pretzels game. Let's go back down to the board, tell you what I think, give you a review, and do the giveaway. All right, so that's Scurvy Dice by Firelock Games. Like I said, it's a good beer and pretzel game, good dice chucking game. If you like rolling a bunch of dice, you're going to like the game. It's fun to not just roll the dice and see what their outcomes are. It's fun to roll the dice and build your ship based off what you roll. And then you also use those dice from your ship that you built in order to accomplish what needed. Roll them again to see what outcomes you get. And there's a lot of fun little strategy there, especially when you have more than two players. The negotiating, the trying to work with each other against this other player, possibly, especially when you can play up to 4 players. 4 is the best. 4 is the best. It's fun at 2. It's a fun little light, pretty quick game, but it's way more enjoyable at 4. To be honest with you, I think they did fantastic with the production quality, the mat. The cloth mat that the game comes in, the little map they did, is great. That's a great little production quality. The little ships are great, and the dice are really, really nice, inlaid dice. They did a great job with all of it. I think to score this game as a beer and pretzel, fun dice chucking game, it's a pretty solid 7 to 7.5. That's my score. Now, like I said, this is a giveaway. You can get this game. I'm going to pick a random winner on November 15th, 2023. And all you have to do is comment below and subscribe to my channel. Comment something about pirates, subscribe to my channel, and I'll pick a random winner November 15th. So let me know what you think about the game. Comment below. Thanks for joining me.